Hi, this is Maria. Welcome to my craft room. Today we're making a baby card. Little love, little baby, big love. And I'm using in this card bubble bath and fresh freesia. Beautiful little card. And this is my sample, and we're going to be making a variation of this using blues. So I'm using Circle Sayings and Little Dreamer stamp sets both in this card. I wanted the birthday, happy birthday, and this sending you for the inside, and the rest of them are coming from this little stamp set. I'm using both of these because they are on the last chance products list. So let me show you my screen here. My last chance products list has come out. This is the list for the annual catalog, and I also have the list for the mini catalog. We'll go through this here at the end of the video, and I'll show you how to use this thing, how to look for things at the end of the video. But just so you know, right now we're using these because they're retiring, so they're going away. Now, not everything on that last chance product list goes away, but they are while supplies last. So let's get started. We're using both of these. I'll put it aside for now. Let's get our paper cut. So this is our inspiration. Isn't that so pretty? I've used a strip of DSP here, a DSP across the back there, basic white, and a circle punch, and a decorative, what's this called? Decorative circle. These punches are also on that list, and we'll talk about that more here in a little bit. The ribbon is on the list, and the bling is on the list. So we're covering all our bases here so that if you see something you like, you get it now before they go away. Okay, let's get to crafting. So let me show you my written instructions. You can find these on the blog. If you go to MariasCraftroom.com, you'll see written instructions, the cutting instructions, and pictures, and a shopping list so you can know what you're buying. Remember, we have a March host code. This will be on the blog as well, so that you can get, if you spend $50, you get a gift from me. And I use the code to keep track of who buys what. The mini catalog expires the end of April, and the annual catalog also expires the end of April. We'll talk about all of that when we cover that last chance products list. Okay, so, oops, I need that so we can cut our paper. Let's put that right here. Okay, so I've already got a card base cut and scored. Let's cut the rest of it. So this is, what am I using? This is Bright and Beautiful 6x6 paper. We used fresh freesia and bubble gum on this one, bubble bath on this. So the fresh freesia is the letters and the bear here, and the bubble bath is all of the stars, including that one. All right, so this one we will be using Blueberry Bushel, which is this darker blue, and Lost Lagoon, which is this star here. All right, so let's get this, and we're going to cut this to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. You can use whatever colors you want. I figured I would do pink and blue because that's pretty basic. I need my basic white, 4 1/4 by 11, and then scored in half is my card base, and I'll show you that in a minute. 3 3/4 by 5. There's 5. And my chair squeaking. 3 3/4. Okay. And then my strip of DSP is 2 by 5. We're going to use this pretty star, and we are already at 2. We'll cut at 5. else? That's it. And all of that will be in the blog. All right, so this is my 11 by 4 1/4. I've already scored on one side here, right down the middle. I'm just going to burnish that. Beautiful. All right, get that out of the way. And I've got an extra piece of blue here for the circle, this background circle. If you don't have an extra, you can punch it right out of this because it will be completely covered by a piece of white. So you can punch right in the center and you will never know that you've put a circle in there. All right, so this, we're gonna go ahead and put these down. The background is going to be this dark blue. And I'm just using some Stampin' Seal. Whoops, don't stick together. And this is going to cover the entire base of your card. Beautiful. The white will go next. We're going to stamp it before we put that down, but that will go next right there. And this will go on the side like so. Okay, since I have all this extra paper, I'm going to go ahead and cut out of a new piece. So I'm using the 2 3/8 circle punch, which happened to be a bundle with circle sayings. This is on the list. We need a blue circle. And we need a decorative circle punch, also on that list. And we're going to do a little piece of white for that one. Basic white. All right. All right, so now we can get to stamping. Let's grab our Blueberry Bushel and Lost Lagoon. Okay, so let's do the darker for the lettering here. Little Baby, Big Love. And we'll just go right here. Little below the center. Beautiful. And we'll get some little stars. Now that was from Little Dreamers. So we're using the stars and this monkey and this stamp set right here. So the stars, we're going to use Lost Lagoon. I'm pulling the colors right out of this little, what I'm calling an accent piece. And we'll just put some little stars down here and there. If you're not sure what kind of, what color you want to use, just grab a piece of scratch paper and stamp them down. That's what I did here, trying to decide if I like that pink or not. This was Bubble Bath, and this is Fresh Freesia. When I was working on this one, that's what I did. And I decided that I wanted the stars lighter and the lettering darker. And that's what we're doing here. The stars are a little bit lighter and the wording is a little bit darker. Okay, and that will layer nicely on that blue circle. I love the way those two work together. Gives you a nice little frame. Okay, now we're going to stamp over here. So I'm going to line these two up. Just for a visual reference, I want a little strip of white on the side, and we're going to use the little bear with the star from Little Dreamers, this one here, and we're going to stamp him on the side here. So I'm placing this just to get a visual reference, and we'll actually move it before we stamp. I just want to make sure that I'm going to have room to stamp him down. So I need to be real close to the edge. So we'll go ahead and move that out of the way, and I'm going to stamp him in the blueberry bushel. Make sure you look at it because you can't see right through them like you can with the photopolymer. So get nice good coverage, and we're going to go right on the edge here and stamp down. Beautiful. And let's double check that. Make sure we have a little space of white, and we do. Now if you do, what I just did here is I got a little blob. We'll just cover that with some bling at the end. No worries, don't even worry about that. All right, so we know that this is going to fit. I'm going to set it aside. We're going to do a little bit of watercolor. Before we do that, I want to clean my stamps. This is a Stampin' Scrub. I'm going to spray it with some stamp cleaner. You could spray it with water. I'm going to spray one side and leave the other side dry, because I like to clean these red rubber right away. So we're just going to scrub on the wet side and dry on the dry side. Beautiful. And you can use a chamois as well. I like the scrubby part of that. Okay, so now that we've done with that, we're going to do a little bit of watercolor. This is a silicone mat, just so that we don't make a mess. I'm going to grab a little block and put a corner into that blueberry bushel. Don't need a whole lot. That's probably more than I need. And I'm going to put a drop of water, maybe a couple of drops, because that blue is really strong. And we want more of a light blue. We'll put a lot of water there. And then I'm just going to lightly color this bear in. Now this is not watercolor paper, so you're not trying to saturate this. I put a lot of water on the block, not on the card. And that's simply to make sure that my blue is not too dark, because that's a really dark blue. And we're just going to color in all of this little bear. Very gently, very lightly, so that we don't make a huge mess. Very nice. Staying inside the lines. I realize this is not true watercolor, but I like to do things this way. Oh, and we'll get the tail too. Okay, beautiful. And I'm just going to wipe this pen right on that wet side of my Stampin' Scrub, just to get any excess color out of there. All right, let's clean this block also on that Stampin' Scrub. And now I'm going to dip into the Lost Lagoon. Again, it's a very dark color. So we'll put a couple drops of water. And we're going to color this star. I realize the outline is blue, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. I love these two colors. They're so pretty. And that's it. That's it for my watercolor. Wipe off my pen. Wipe off my block. Dry it. Clean. All right. Next, we're going to put this down. We're just going to use some Stampin' Seal. Whoops, went a little sideways there. And we're gonna give ourselves, just like this one, we're going to give ourselves just a smidgen of white on the right side. We're going all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. Beautiful. And then we have our little circle that will go here. And we're going to stamp our little stars in the green to match this pink, 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 and pink. And we'll do that in Lost Lagoon. Beautiful. And we are going to add some ribbon. This is satin edged gold ribbon, also on that list. And normally I would wrap around, but on this card I did a little bit different. We're just going to go across the front and then we'll attach the bow after. So I'm going to measure here to be inside. Instead of wrapping around where we would leave an extra on each side, we're going to cut a little short. So we'll cut right around here. I'm going to cut at an angle. And we'll cut at an angle on the other side as well. And that will give us a nice little accent on the front, and we will not actually wrap around the back. Just being a little different today. All right, so let's put this down with some seal. Just a little bit, you don't need a whole lot. Very nice. Nice little accent piece. And then we can go ahead and add our last little bit of stamping on the inside, and then we'll put this whole thing together. So on the inside, we're gonna do Happy Birthday. Now, Happy Birthday we got out of the Circle Sayings stamp set. We're going to use Happy Birthday, we're going to use Sending You, and what else? That's it from that one. So Happy Birthday, we're going to do the, let's do it backwards. Let's do Happy Birthday in the lighter, which is the Lost Lagoon. And Sending You in the blue, Blueberry Bushel. Beautiful. And the little stars, we'll clean it up just to make sure that there's no ink on there, and we'll do that in the green. Beautiful. And if you have your envelope handy, don't leave your envelopes empty. No naked envelopes. All right, so there's our inside. Let's go ahead and put this all together. Blueberry Bushel and Lost Lagoon. Okay, so there's my card base. There's my layer. We're gonna add this with, there's my practice piece. We're gonna add this with some Stamp and Seal. Come on, doesn't want to roll. There we go. And we'll just center this. Beautiful. And then these will layer together. And then These will go up on dimensionals onto the card. Love dimensionals. Okay, making a mess. All right, and this will go right around here. Beautiful. And we'll add a little bow. Now I'm going to do my little trick with my comb. You can make a standard bow, but this bow does not pull apart, and I like that kind of bow. So I'm going to keep my ribbon attached. I'm going to put maybe 2 inches right here on the edge of the comb. Just hold that. I'm going to count inside the ribbon, right? So from the ribbon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to come out after the 6th one. I'm going to go back in at the halfway mark, so back towards the back at 3, back towards the front at after 3, and then back towards the back again. So I've made a figure 8. Okay, you're looking at your front of your bow. Your long attached piece is on the back. The piece I started with, I'm going to take it from the back, go up and over, through the middle, just pull it through. You're looking at the front of your bow. Turn it over, switch hands, so your attached piece is now on your left hand. Take the cut piece up and over, around, and pull to the right. Before you tie tightly, look at your bow, make sure you like the way it's arranged. Turn it back. Make sure the back 2 pieces are arranged nicely and laying flat. And then you can pull it tight. And we take this off. And that bow does not come apart. Now normally I would attach this like so. That's what I call an attached bow. But I want the bow to just kind of sit here on the side. So we're just going to bring the legs down. And we'll cut the little leggies off at an angle. And now we have a freestanding bow that still does not come apart. Look at how fluffy that is, so pretty. And we'll attach him right here on the side. I think the legs of this bow are still a little too long. Cut it a little shorter. There we go. And we'll attach this with a glue dot right onto that little knot and onto our card. Beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. Now we'll add some bling and we'll call this done. These are pastel adhesive back that I love so much, also on that list. So we're just going to use a lot of them because we've got a lot to get through. You know what? I used the pink ones here. I think we'll use these blue ones, kind of blue-green. We'll use the blue-green ones. Let's put a little one up here and a bigger one to cover this little oops right there. Just put them everywhere. There we go. Another beautiful card. Get yourself one of these. I use this all the time. And there is our card. So let's look at the last chance product list. So let me see if I can do this. Okay, I just figured out how to get my window sharing to work. So, all right, so there we go. The last chance products list. This comes out to demonstrators, and I can share this with you. And it's giving you a list of items that are going away in the next catalog. So the new 24-25 catalog comes out in May, first part of May, right? So you're ordering all of these things now because they're going to go away at the end of April. So that's what this is. This is the annual catalog list, and I also have the mini catalog list as well to show you. So if you send me an email at mariascraftroom.com and request this list, okay? And I'll send it to you. It'll be a file, and then you can look for yourself to see what's coming up retiring. Or I'll show you here how to search the list itself. So the lists are both the same. You've got a category. So is it a bundle? Is it paper? Is it stamps? Let's get this a little bigger. Okay, got a category. It tells you what page the item is on, the item number. If it's a bundle, if it's a stamp set, it'll tell you if it's in English or French or whatever. And then it tells you the name. Dots mean something, and they're at the bottom of the page. I'll show you in a minute. It tells you a price, if there is a discount, and what that new price is. Okay, so they're all going to be the same. This other list is going to work the same way. Okay, so back to the annual catalog. I'm on a Mac, so if I go here to the top of my screen, there's a search bar, and I can just type in what I'm looking for. If you're in a Word document, and I'll send out Word documents, you can Control F for find, and you can type in the same way. So I'm going to type in these items here that I know are retiring. So let's type in circle sayings. Okay, and it is telling me that I have 2 items that say circle sayings on page 17. One is a stamp set, which is this, and one is a bundle. So let's look at page 17 in the current catalog, and let's see what that says. Current catalog, current catalog, page 17 tells me, this is the circle sayings. It gives me a part number I can compare to the list, 161348. So this stamp set is going away. And the bundle, so that's this down here, circle sayings bundle, is also going away. Now, the bundle has dots. Let's find out what the dots mean. Bear with me while I scroll, okay? I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom. Look away if you get dizzy. Okay, it had 2 dots. 2 dots means bundles with some products that are not retiring. Refer to the list above to see what are retiring. So the list says that the stamp set is retiring and the bundle. So the bundle goes with 2 3/8. This is the bundle, right? It didn't say that the punch is going, just that you can't buy them together. So let's look up punches and see what that comes up with. I just typed in punch, or you Control F, and that's a lot of punches that are going. They're all on page 147 and 148 and 149. Okay, so you can look there and see what's all going. Let's see, let's go ahead and look at that. I'm going to take myself off of here. Okay, so page 147, the banners punch, this one is going. Inked and tiled, this one is going. Punch pack, so this is 2. Little monkey builder punch, this one. Dragonflies is on 148. Dragonflies going. Double ovals is going. Cloud punch, lasting label, decorative circle. We use this today, decorative circle. Handmade tag, this little diamond one. Easter bunny is going away. Country bouquet, this one is going away. Ladybug builder. Oops. Ladybug builder. Sailboat. Hedgehog builder. Vintage bottle. Cherry builder. I mean, just a lot, most of them, not all of them. Songbird. Songbird's there up the top. Best label. This little bitty one down here. And very best trio. That's a lot of punches going here. But you notice it doesn't say like 2-inch punch or 1 in 3. This one that just fell on the ground. That's part of this bundle. So that leads me to guess that the punch itself is not going away. You won't be able to bundle, which is a discount, right? You will not be able to buy this, and you won't be able to bundle. But it doesn't say that you can't get the punch itself. So that's a risk that, I mean, you can take the risk and hope it comes back in the next catalog. But I don't know. So I would suggest, if you are a fan of punches like I am, buy the punches that you want now, just in case they don't come back. And this list is telling you that all of these punches are flat out not coming back. They are on the retired list, and there's no dots there. Okay, so if it's on this list without a dot, they're not coming back. Let's see. Let me clear this. We're going to go all the way to the bottom and see what the other dots mean. If it has 1 dot, that means it's something that was a Stampin' reward that you would earn only with a party. So these 2 here at the bottom. Okay. 2, we already talked about. Some products are not retiring. 3, while the items are not retiring, they will not be available as a bundle. So again, like this, you might be able to get one or the other, but not both. That's what 3 dots means. And 4, item is not retiring. It is reconfigured in the new catalog. So maybe they've updated the product number, or they've swapped out one product for another. That's what that means. So let's see, let's find a 4 dot. 4 dots, embossing powders. I believe I heard that they're switching vendors for those, so that would make sense. Okay, so that's how you work this list. If you don't know how to sort, no worries. Just go page by page in your catalog, and you can find that. Or if you go to the online catalog, you can get a part number and search for it by part number for your whatever it is that you want. Like, so if you go onto your catalog and find this, you can search for that and see if it's on the list, 161354, and it didn't come up. So this punch is not on this list. Okay, so hopefully it comes back. All right, so let's see. That's the last chance for the annual catalog. It works the exact same way for this other list, which is the mini catalog. All right, so another thing that I wanted to show you is my website, because you can link to me through the website. So let's find that. Okay, so if you type in MariasCraftroom.com, this is my website. You can contact me, and you can email me this way, right? You can contact me that way, or you can click shop, and that will take you to my Stampin' Up! Store. Okay, so you come here, you're shopping with me. How to reach me, there's my email if you want to just write me an email. Let's back up here. Home. So that was this shop button here. If you click here, it's going to apply that host code, take you to Stampin' Up. It takes you to the same place, but you're in a different jump page. So it brings you here, and if you get to here and you don't see my face, click the dots up here, the lines, and it tells you you're shopping with Maria. Click my name. There's the host code. If you don't want to use the code, click the little trash can, that'll get rid of it. Connect with me will takes you a link right back to my website, themariascraftroom.com. There's an email link right there. You can reach me there. There's my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. I have Maria's Craft Room. If you search for that on any one of these, you'll find me. Or if you just click, it'll take you there as well. Let's see, what else did I want? If you don't want to shop with me, you can X here and it'll remove me. Let's do that and see what happens. Confirm changes. If you want to shop without this demonstrator, the current host and the host code will be removed. So let's confirm. Okay, so now it says find a demonstrator. Okay, so if you don't have a demonstrator, it'll be like this. You can click find a demonstrator. You can search by name. And let's see. If you don't know my name, you're going to, my name is Maria Batastini, but if you can't pronounce that, most people can't. I would suggest you go to Maria's Craft Room, because that's on all of my videos, okay, right across the top here, and just shop here, and that will automatically put you with me. Okay, so that's the easiest way. If you don't have me already, that's the easiest way. Either with this button or with this button, they will both get you there. Okay, the button, this may change soon because I'm changing things on the website, but it will say click here to apply the code. It'll stay similar wording, and there'll be a button right here. So either way will get you there. Let's see what else. Once you're here, let's click shop now. So this is the active current catalog. You can search. Let's see, I want to see my punches. And right now, currently, this is live. The live catalog, I mean, it's telling you that this is retiring soon. This is on clearance, clearance, clearance. So you can look this way if you don't want to bother with picking up that list. But the list will give you product code numbers, so you can type in the code. So let's say this was on there, right? So 161348. Pretend you got the number from the piece of paper, from the list, and hit enter, and it'll show you what it is. And look at there, it is retiring soon. So just multiple ways to use your retiring product list. Shop products will give you a whole list of things to go look through. This is your average shopping experience. Now, the reason I'm showing you all of this is Stampin' Up! Is going away. They're changing some of the process. Some demonstrators will put in orders for you. So they'll take your credit card, they'll take your order, and they'll do it all for you. That creates a security problem. So we are no longer allowed to take your credit cards. And they're starting this, it's an ongoing process, right? So they're pushing the customer, you, to get your own login in Stampin' Up. You'll log in, you'll have a password, and you'll put your own credit card into your account. That's just the way the world is working now. And you will order through your own little login. Okay, that's very secure. You control your credit card, and not that I would steal from you, but it's a security risk that they're trying to avoid. So that's why they're trying to make you understand the way that the catalogs work. There's people that don't like to work on the online catalogs, but it's really an easier way to find things rather than searching through, flipping through, and hoping you find something. Now the catalogs do have an index on the back, but it doesn't have everything in here. So if you're looking for something, typing in the search bar up here is really the easiest way to do things. Okay, so if you're here, shop products, I want adhesives, right? So let's say adhesives, so there we go. What kind of adhesives? Let's just shop all. And then you would have to look for a picture, right? So you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, or you could just go to the top and put dimensionals. You don't even have to finish the word, dimensionals, and it gives you the dimensionals all on one page. So then you can order, add to your cart, and then you have a little shopping cart up here, view your cart. It says that you're shopping with me. You can add a host code. That just did not add a host code. Let's back up. When you click here, it did not add a host code. If you click this button, it will apply the host code when it takes you over to Stampin' Up. Let's see what this does. So let's see, it's still remembered that I have an item in my cart, and you're shopping with me, and there's the host code. Okay. If you get lost, contact me. You can send me an email. Go to MariasCraftroom. Let's go back to MariasCraftroom. MariasCraftroom. You can email me. You can contact me right here. If you subscribe here, there's 2 subscribe areas here. This one is for the blog, which is this whole website that you're looking at. I post to the website every time I post a video, which is roughly once a week. This will sign you up to the blog, so you will be notified when I post something. Okay. This second one is a newsletter, so this is strictly email. And this, I don't use it very often, but if there's news, if there's product lists that need to go out, I will send it to my subscribers to the newsletter, because it's easier to send this way, where I send you a link through the email, rather than try to figure out how to find it here on the website. So I humbly ask you to subscribe to both. This one here is for the blog, the website, MariasCraftroom. And this one is for the email newsletter that only goes out once in a great while. I'm trying to put it out once a week, but I work full time. So this one is not spam because it goes out very rarely. This one is the weekly, this here that you're looking at on the screen. Okay. All right. So I think I've covered everything that I need to cover. We talked about the list. If you want the list, send me an email. I will send it to you. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Let me show you my cards one more time. I hope you like my videos. Thanks for watching.